Hey guys, welcome back to another banger of a video. Today we're going to be fixing that horror that Bethesda decided to make us pay for, that is the Creation Club. And we will be making a journey to transform each and every one of them into something memorable for our future playthroughs. But before we get into it, make sure you leave a like down below if you happen to enjoy the video, even 30 seconds of it, and subscribe if you're feeling like a true Chad, because it is free and you can get your money back at any time. And also, don't forget to endorse mod authors because they really deserve it. But without further ado and talking you guys' heads off, let's get right into this. The first creation club that I wanted to bring to attention is actually the zombie creation club, but to begin we have to first go to South Fringe Sanctum, where this mod will actually shine. And yes, zombie creation club features zombies. It's a shocker, I know, but this mod is called the Unbidden. It overhauls them, turning them into so much more than just an extra enemy that you run into in Skyrim. And from first glance, what you'll notice is that they actually have clothes on and have different models. In base zombie creation club, they all use the same or very similar models and are all naked, but this mod allows them to wear torn vanilla clothing, but it will never be complete. They may be missing a shoe or a glove, or in some cases their entire head. That one's a little dark, hopefully YouTube doesn't get mad about that. This mod also brings different ranks and names to the zombies, so each one will have increased difficulty from the other one, so you may finally want to be prepared when you face these, because in vanilla, they are kind of a walk in the park, weaker than bandits, level 1 bandits if I must say. But now they are pretty deadly. My character is just strong, so don't pay attention to that. But that doesn't mean I was over there one-shotting everything, because they definitely had the health to survive, just not the damage to turn the tables make me actually have to reload a save for losing. But now we're moving on from the darker side of the creation club, but we may return to it later. We most likely will, but moving on, this next one focuses on the fishing creation club, which at base value is pretty much hated by everyone. But recently there was a mod that came out that made us actually begin to enjoy it, and that mod was Simple Fishing Overhaul by JSerpa, because I'm pretty sure everyone in modding Skyrim has at least one or two of JSerpa mods, and for good reasons. This mod doesn't overhaul everything of the fishing club creation. It pretty much still is vanilla friendly, but the immersion it adds to this actually makes me want to do the fishing club for once. Firstly, it adds the animation to the fishing creation, allowing you to actually fish in third and first person. And honestly, Jay knows animations isn't perfect, but no one really insults Jay without being attacked by the entire modding community. He is protected and we will continue to do so, with force if we have to. But this mod also adds commentary to your fishing adventures, so you aren't just sitting around bored the entire time. Instead, your followers or whoever with you at the time will be bored.
Fishing? Nice. Fish again?
Good. Perfect spot. The waiting. The insufferable waiting. I'll stand guard.
Still standing here. I will just rest here a moment.
Khajiit got your back. The wind blows bitter cold in this place.
Mind your step. This cold is unbearable.
And now for the perfect addition to this mod, and most of you probably already guessed it, Fish Anywhere with Water by Skeever, or W Skeever, another big mod author. I'm not sure if they intended these two to be compatible when they were made, but they are, and this mod allows you to pretty much fish anywhere where there's water. And there isn't much of a different way to explain that. This mod with Simple Fishing Overhaul does work whether you do it in first person or third person, but if you use the Attack Modern Combat Overhaul, I advise to use it in first person or you will get weird animations. But I mean, it will still work though. You just may end up in the middle of water with a floating fishing rod. But either way, these two are a must have if you even want to think about doing a fishing creation club and actually enjoying yourself. Otherwise it'll be straight pain. Just like the Saints and Seducers creation club, but this mod will majorly change that.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
For the mod to even begin, first you have to complete the Mind of Madness, and let's be honest, that entire quest is a major mind boggle, and I wanted to say something else there. But at least once you know what you're doing, it's pretty simple to get through, but it has to be one of the best quests in Skyrim in my opinion. But speaking of, let me know what you guys think is the best Skyrim vanilla quest. I'll put that there because otherwise not modded. But once you complete the quest, you have to leave Solitude and sleep. Then once you return after 7 hours, the true quest will begin. But it's still in the same location, so it's simple enough to find. But these NPCs in this place were no joke. I guess it's a good reason they want you to be a high level before even starting this quest line. Add about 900 health and they pretty much ripped through that instantly because I didn't have good enough gear. But instead of there just being one madman down here, this is where the quest truly starts because you will meet a saint right after she's had a rough battle and is pretty much ready to kill you next.
I should not kill you where you stand. It matters not. I will protect the Isles, even from... Wait, are you? Yes, you are the mortal who aided Lord Sheogorath.
And after this conversation, you will travel to the Shivering Isles, something that didn't even exist in Skyrim before Saints and Seducers Extended Cut. So not only did this majorly overhaul the questline, they even added a vanilla friendly new land. that you can travel to and from. But I doubt you'll be thinking about traveling back anytime soon with how engaging the questline actually is. And I'll be 100% transparent, I have no idea if the exiled priests were supposed to be in prisoner rags with some pieces of seducer. Maybe they were, but the NPCs who I 100% knew was supposed to have seducer armor had it along with their weapons. And their weapons honestly made me regret even coming there, because they made me run for my life. But that does not mean I gave up, because if there's one thing I know, it's that toggle god mode is just 3 letters. But nonetheless, the enemies weren't overpowered, I was just underpowered, so don't say that they are unbalanced. I really didn't want to spoil any parts of this questline for anyone who hasn't done this, but for those who are just discovering this mod, this is a must for your next playthrough. Because I'm sure if you can have NPCs with 4K skin and walk around fine, you can have a good quest as well. Just like I'm sure you can handle this next ultralight mod. Creation Club Farming, Tweaks, Enhancements, and Quest Expansion by Andre Alphys. That title is like what manga do nowadays, putting the whole description in the title. As you may notice, unlike in vanilla, the family is actually alive at the beginning of your playthrough, so you can actually go and actually meet them. This doesn't change until your character reaches level 15 and you speak to an innkeeper, so technically you are killing them by purposely triggering this quest. But then again, it's all Skyrim culture at the end of the day, but what also changed by this quest is almost the entire quest line. Although small, the amount that Andre actually added to this actually made me wonder why Bethesda didn't even try when they made this. The father ghost and the mother's ghost remain the same, both attacking you at the most important times, but what changed is what happened to their son. And to find out what happened, you have to actually travel to a new location besides just that same old well that the quest originally makes you go to. Which in my opinion is too quick of a quest. And the location that Andre actually changed this to couldn't have been a better choice in my opinion. It fits right in. I won't go into exact details about what happened to their son or how you find him, but let's just say by the end of the quest you will actually complete the quest and get the farm.
Odd you didn't die from the fall, though. Most do.
And after you get the farm, this mod has so many other features that expand the farm to actually make it worth maintaining. Like you can actually recruit beggars, so they aren't homeless and receiving daily pay now. So now instead of donating coins to them like maybe 1 coin, you can tell them to get a job and actually be helpful when you say it. This next one is an armor mod, because what would my mod videos be if I didn't at least show one armor mod? This armor is called Iron Battlemage, and it is exactly what it says. It takes the Creation Club iron armor and fuses it with robes so that you get the cool look of heavy armor with the benefits of being a mage. But it's great because it also has a male variant. And in my opinion, the male version looks better because it feels like the armor fits the men of Skyrim aesthetic better, but that's just my opinion. But along with having a male version also comes with separate helmets, so you can choose between having just a hood and having a full helmet from the silver armor, so you will need that as well. But it also comes with a multitude of colors. And the colors are vibrant. Maybe it was just my lighting and it would look a lot better if it was in the dark, but maybe. But I had to showcase it. But I feel like the blue, which is the base color of the silver armor robes, and maybe the red looked the best. Maybe if there was a brown version, it would also look pretty cool. But all opinions aside, this mod also features a spid function, distributing it to bandit mages and necromancers, coming with about a 25 through 30% chance. And if you look deep in the body side files, there is a skimp version. But if you know me, I don't show skimpy armor. But I guess you'll have to watch my old videos to really find out if I ever did. Also, honorable mentions to me how CC Goblin's Overhaul. I already showcased it in my very last video, like literally a few days ago. And I don't want to get yelled at for repeating myself and copy and pasting. So make sure you check out my last video so you can get that mod, because in my opinion, it is a true must-have. Unless you happen to enjoy those men in outfits Bethesda decided to call goblins. Otherwise, yes, get this mod, it is needed. Well, I can't tell you what to do, but you get my point. If you want to be a Chad, go watch the other video and get the mod. But on to the next Creation Club mod. This one is pretty simple though. Emperor Giant Crab Overhaul by Opus Glass is amazing, but it forced me to go through the entirety of the fishing quest. And what's crazy is this is my first time fully doing it, so I tried to speedrun it without actually spoiling anything. But long story short, this mod and many other people thought that the grab boss at the end of the questline was pretty boring. So this mod overhauled it drastically from its mechanics all the way down to the way it looks, making this boss fight very dangerous no matter what stage of the game you're in. Especially if you play on Legendary, if you prefer to torture yourself. And the way the mod author described the boss before I even downloaded it, he said the claw was bigger than the actual vanilla dragon. And that was pretty much all I needed to know before I hit download. But of course, this mod didn't change the way the monster is see-through. For that, we have to go and grab another mod, and that mod is called Let's Ghostly Emperor Crab. And even though Skeever is great at making mods, he's one of the best actually. His titles are still so straightforward every time. I guess that's probably for the people who are too lazy to read descriptions. But this mod changing the way the crab looks is needed because with the Emperor making the boss a badass, it's only right that it looks the part now. And I don't know about you, but the ghosts in Skyrim aren't that scary, but I guess making it non-see-through made me actually wonder what it would taste like. To defeat this boss, you'll have to actually beat those minions, and they are carrying flaming pots for whatever reason. Maybe it was explained in the journal, so I skipped. But you have to take those pots and load it into the big giant wooden weapon behind you and launch it at the big boy. And after you do this 6 times, he will go down. I was sad that it didn't actually die at the end, but hey, at least the fight with those 2 mods combined will make the boss memorable. Because I had 900 health and I was pretty much fighting for my life the entire time. Until I killed all the minions and then they stopped spawning, which made it pretty quick after that. But that was it for today, guys. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and also let me know what Creation Club mods I might have missed and that you think I should cover. But most importantly, don't forget to endorse mod authors. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like down below, subscribe for more content. Peace and love.